You're welcome back from break. Let's continue from where we stopped. The other time we stopped at gradients of a line through 2 points. Today we want to consider gradient from an equation. The general linear equation standard is given as y equals mx plus c, where the m means gradient and c means y-intercept. On graph, when it is graphed, the y-intercept means the point where the graph cuts across y-axis. This is the place I name C. That point where the graph cut across y-axis is where we refer to as y-intercept on graph. Example 1. Let's see how it goes. Find the gradient of the line 2y plus 4x equals 3. Anytime you are given this kind of question to find the gradient, you just simply make y the subject of the formula. By the time you make y the subject of the formula, whatsoever is the coefficient of x is our gradient. So let's make y subject of the formula. 2y equals 3 minus 4x. We divide through by 2. So we have 2y divided by 2 equals 3 divided by 2 minus 4x divided by 2. So we have y equals 3 over 2 minus 2x. Now that we have made y the subject of the formula, the coefficient of x here is negative 2. That negative 2 is our m, because m, which is the gradient, is always the coefficient of x in this kind of straight line equation. Do you understand? So we say, therefore, m equals minus 2. That is our gradient, is minus 2. Correct option is option B. Let's consider example 2. Find the gradient and y-intercept of 3y minus x over 2 equals 1. The same thing has to be done. We just find a way of making our y subject of the formula. In that, let's clear this fraction by using 2 to multiply each term. So we have 6y minus x equals 2. So we have 6y equals x plus 2. Dividing both sides by 6, we have y equals 1 over 6 x plus 1 over 3, because 2 over 6 is 1 over 3. Therefore, m is 1 over 6. C, the y-intercept, is 1 over 3. 1 over 6, 1 over 3. A is not the answer. 1 over 6, 1 over 3. The correct answer is option C. Now we come to another concept under coordinate geometry. Equation of a straight line. Example 1. This graph is given. The question is, find the equation of the graph above. Find the equation of the graph above. Once, if you are given a question like this, the graph is given, the equation that has the graph is not given, you have to find it. It's simple. You just need, first and foremost, to write out the general straight line equation, which is y equals mx plus c. Don't forget that this c is the y-intercept, the point where the graph cuts y-axis. If you look at it on the board, the place where this graph cuts y-axis is at minus 2. That means that c will definitely be minus 2. Let's see. When when x equals 0, comma, what is y? When x equals 0, what is y? Origin belongs to both axes. It belongs to x-axis, it belongs to y-axis. So if we say the origin belongs to x at a point, then the other one will belong to y. So if x is 0, that means, let's trace it to this place. Y is negative 2. That means y equals minus 2. And for that, what do we achieve? Let's slot this point into the equation. When y is minus 2, we have minus 2 equals m into x is 0, 0 plus c. Minus 2 equals m times 0 is 0 plus c. So minus 2 equals c. Can you see what I said? The y-intercept is minus 2. You can even obtain it without working this one out, just from the graph, once you know already. Now, again, when y equals 0, what happens? When we say the origin belongs to y, then what is x at that point? We trace to the graph. We trace down the other time because that is where we can meet the graph. Here we are tracing rightward. So that means when y equals 0 at the origin, x equals 2. X equals 2 here. So let's slot it into the equation. Y equals 0, m into x equals 2 plus the c that you have known here, minus 2. Collecting the like terms, we have minus 2m. M times 2 is 2m. Bring it to this side to become negative 2m, which is equal to negative 2. Dividing both sides by negative 2, m will be equal to 1. That means our gradient is 1. Therefore, the equation that we are to find is, we now bring the format, y equals, what is our m? M and c are our concern. They are what we need to know, to put into the equation, to be able to present the equation as our equation of the graph. So, y equals, what is m? 1x. Plus c means minus c, minus 2. Therefore, y equals x minus 2. And that is the equation. So, and that tallies with what? Y, no. Yes, option B is our answer. This is it. If you bring this x here, it becomes negative x. Bring negative 2 to this side, it becomes positive 2, and everything will be equated to 0. So option B is the correct answer. I hope you understand. So in the exam, you may land here, yet you still observe your options very well to see which one actually is the answer. Let's look into example 2 under this equation of a straight line format. The equation of the graph above is what? It's a question. So what we do is we write y equals mx plus c. Straight away here, you can see that the y-intercept here is 5. We can just put it straight. Y equals mx plus 5. Because you already know it, so you put it straight. So you now find the other coordinates. That when x is equal to 0, don't bother to look for the coordinate where x is equal to 0. Look for it where y equals to 0, because you have already gotten your y-intercept, which that one we obtain. When y equals 0, comma, what is x? X is 4. X is equal to 4. So we now slot it. 0 equals m into 4 plus 5. Collecting like terms, you have minus 4m equals 5. Dividing both sides by negative 4, we have m being equal to minus 5 over 4. So our gradient is minus 5 over 4. Therefore, the equation is y equals, is this format, y equals, what is our gradient? Minus 5 over 4x, what's c? 5 plus 5. You don't see it like that in the option, so clear the fraction. To clear the fraction, 4 times y gives 4y equals minus 5x plus 20. That is how to clear the fraction. Use this, the denominator here, LCM of the denominator anyway is still 4. Use it to multiply each term. There, it will clear the fraction for you. So what is this like in the option? 4y? No. 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 I think yes. 4y plus 5x equals 20. That is, if we bring this to this side, 4y, bring this here, it will become plus 5x equals 20. That tallies with option D. So option D is the correct answer. We come to another concept, yet under coordinate geometry. The concept is equation of a line with gradients through one point. That is to say, in this concept, one point will be given and the gradient will be given, then we'll be asked to form the equation of the line. So, in that, the formula for finding the equation of a straight line with gradient given and 1 point given is y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. Remember, m is gradient. Since we are given only 1 point, that 1 point will contain x1 and y1. That's why we have the x1, y1. In 2 points, we have x2, we have y2. But only 1 point, we have just this. Example 1. Find the equation of a straight line with gradient negative 3 over 2 passing through the point 1, 4. The equation is, we use the formula, y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. Don't forget, our y1 is in the only 1 point given to us. You know, this is x1, this is y1. Our y1 is 4. Our gradient is given negative 3 over 2 into x minus x1. Our x1 is 1. So, in this, we clear the fraction. Using the 2 to multiply each term. 2 times y gives 2y. 2 times negative 4 gives negative 8. 2 times this gives just this, which we open. 2 multiply this, 2 will cut 2, we have this. So, 2y minus 8 equals minus 3x plus 3. We use negative 3 to open this bracket. So we have negative 3 times x gives negative 3x. Negative 3 times negative 1 gives positive 3. So we restructure the equation anyhow. 2y, I bring this negative 3x to this side to have positive 3x equals 3, the 3 that is already here. The negative 8 here, I send it to the other side to become positive 8. So I have 2y plus 3x equals 11. Now, let's look into the option. Which one is very close? Because they may be in different order, but the same. 2y plus 3x, where do we have that? Yes, our option is option C. The correct answer is option C. Why? If you bring this positive 11 in, it becomes 2y plus 3x negative 11 equals 0, which is option C. Example 2, under equation of a line with gradients through 1 point. Find the equation of a straight line whose gradient is 5, passing through the point 2, 1. The equation is y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1. Don't forget this formula. Y minus the y1 will be 1 equals m is the gradient giving 5. X minus x1 is 2. So we have y minus 1 equals 5x minus 10. Y minus 5x equals minus 9. Let's leave it like that and see which resembles that. If we bring this 5x in option A to this side, it becomes y minus 5x, and it will be equal to negative 9, and that is our answer. Option A is the correct answer. You can see it is not like that in any other option. Yes, it's not like that. It's not like that. Even if you bring your negative 9 in to become positive 9, like in option D, our 5x should be negative, not positive. So, option A is the correct answer.